Hello everybody, I hope everybody's having a great day today. What we are talking about today is that I'm a copycat. What I mean by that is I have taken somebody's video idea and hopefully made it my own, because I have made some changes into that idea, and that was Risa Does Makeup. Hopefully I'll remember to link that video in my description box, but she posted a video, I believe it was yesterday, because that's when I watched it, about using iconic makeup. And I have taken that idea a step further, and you will see what that means. So if you want to check that out and a bit of history, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell and stay tuned. Alrighty then. I'm already a little lost in this video because I've got it all in my head. It's almost like when I think of how to do something, all of a sudden I forget how to do anything. So please bear with me a little bit. This is, I'm looking at stuff here, and I definitely have to say thank you, Risa Does Makeup, and she doesn't even know it, for this inspiration, because I was watching yesterday a video that she did about iconic makeup. Now, she had some makeup that was created a long time ago, but she used, I can't remember if she used MAC, but I know she used NARS, but that was created in the 90s. And I didn't want that. I didn't want contemporary makeup. I wanted makeup that was created as old as I could get my hands on from my stash. And the youngest I have is 75 years. I actually took notes. Oh my God. Sorry. The oldest thing I have in front of me is 230 years. That's a perfume, but still. And then after that is 131 years. So no, sorry, 158 years. So let's do this. Most of it is high-end. I've got a couple of products that are drugstore, but they are still that iconic, that they are still around. So I'm just like, thank you, Risa, for this inspiration. I wanted to copy you, but then I made it my own, I hope. I hope I didn't copy you too much, but that was brilliant. Okay, so the first thing I did, because I wanted to sink in, is I used a primer, and it's Nivea. And Nivea was created in 1890, so 131 years ago. And this, according to Cinem, is a dupe for the Bobbi Brown primer. And yeah, I can't get my hands on that. I was going to get a little one from the Sephora sale with a couple of other things, but it ended up that everything was out of stock, so it wasn't worth it for me. I can't get I can't pay $100 for a primer, but if I can get a little one, yes I can, but everything is gone. I'm not a Rouge member, I'm a VIB member. Money. But that's beside the point. The fact of the matter is, I used the Nivea, which is 131 years old of a company. Okay, now what's the next thing I'm going to use? I forgot about eyebrows. I don't have old eyebrow. Didn't do my eyebrows. I'll be right back. Okay, I did a bit of a hatchet job because I'm so excited about this. See, that's the problem I have. Big time. The more I plan, the worse I do. You know when you have that feeling in the back of your head, I forgot something. I forgot something. What did I forget? Yeah. So, okay, brows are done, and unfortunately I don't have anything that is older than contemporary because I don't. What can you do? So, the first thing I took out that I have is Estee Lauder. It was just an excuse to use my Estee Lauder because I do have something that's older, but I've got other products from that company. So I'm using my Estee Lauder in Double Wear in 3N1, which is a smidge dark. And this was created in 1946. I don't have the whole history of the company. You're asking a lot. So it is 75 years old. The other thing, not about the company, but about me, is that apparently I use too much foundation. So let us see if I can correct that. Let us see if I can use less foundation. I think next time I go to the cosmetic company store, I'm going to have to buy a pump. It's $14. Okay. Let's see if this is enough. If this is the equivalent of one pump. I hate fingers. Hey. I was watching Nady on Pop Lux, and he was trying the Lisa Eldridge foundation again. He didn't have a whole lot of luck the first time around, so people told him how to use it and whatnot, and he was comparing it to one of the NARS foundations, and he was essentially trying to use the amount recommended, because like me, he uses a fair bit, and the amount that was recommended to be used, I'm thinking maybe it'll do my nose. So I do have a big head, I know that, because one of the weddings I did a few years ago, I had to borrow a cowboy hat, and it was a man's cowboy hat, and man, it was tight. It gave me a migraine. But it's like if I'm using a man's hat and it's that small, yeah, I have a big head. And you know what? This looks like enough foundation. Because I would have put a lot more on. Alrighty then. It's just like concealer. I know that I have to use, especially the IT Cosmetics. This is, I think even this is a lot. Oh well. So, Estee Lauder, 75 years. Okay. Now, the next one is created in the same year as Estee Lauder, Dior. Yes, I actually have a concealer that I can use. And this was also created in 1946. Well, not this particular one, but Dior Cosmetics or Beauty was created in 1946. So it also is 75 years. So I am putting like a smidge. smidge. My creepiness is not getting any better. And I think I might have to actually put it on my lids. Oh, that's going to be too much. I'm shaking a lot today. I haven't had breakfast yet. So if you hear any growling, I'm sorry. But I didn't want anything on my teeth. Like the video that I posted yesterday. Oops. And it was chocolate cake. Big time oops, and I do apologize about that, but it was chocolate cake. My hubby spoils me. He spoils me rotten. Okay. Now, I do have a powder. I'm not going to use a whole lot of it. But this powder was created in 1935, so it is 86 years old, and it's Boots number 7. So, very British. And it is a beautiful, beautiful foundation. Powder. Amazing. Amazing. So I am not putting it on my under eyes. I'm just going to put some in my T-zone. I am trying to I've got flyaway hairs everywhere. I'm trying to figure out, oh great, my eye's already watering. I haven't done anything yet. It's a good thing I don't have a eyeliner. So just a teeny tiny bit of powder because I'm old and wrinkly. So there we go, 86 years. 86 years. Now what's next? What do I have here? Okay, there's a mascara, there's a lipstick. I can put this away. I got a lot of different things here. How many bronzers do I need to bring out? Okay, you know what? I'm going to use this bronzer. And this company is French. It is 158 years old. It was created in 1868, and it is Bourgeois Paris. We don't see it a whole lot around, and it is here anyway. It is sold on the luxury side of the drugstore, but it is not a luxury price, but it is also not a drugstore price. So it's mid-range. And what am I looking for? I am looking for this. So there we go. I haven't used this one in a while because of my project pan. I also brought out my Estee Lauder, and another one. Yeah, I decided not to use my Dior because I haven't used Bourgeois in a while. So let's reacquaint myself with this because the end of the year is coming, which means changes to my project pan. And I have decided, because I was vacillating, should I continue with the project pan or should I just stop? I will continue with the project pan, but I will make changes to it because there is so much makeup in my collection. Granted, not as much as a lot of YouTubers, but there's so much stuff I want to use. So I think I will have some staples in my project pan, and I will do a shop my stash, just like Kelly Gooch does. I'm a copycat, what can I say? But I only copy if it's a good idea. And they also say that mimicking is the truest form of flattery. I've never had a problem with somebody copying me. I know a lot of people do, but I'm not one of those. Because, I don't know, I just always thought, oh, hey, you're doing like me, you're great. It must be a good idea. So there we go for that. So I will not, I brought out I had brought out my Bourjois blush, but I'm not going to use this one. I am going to use another company, and this one was created in 1935. I have two products of this company. The first one that I'm going to be using, so 1935, so it is 86 years old. And I haven't had this for very long, but it is my blush. Well, technically this is a blush, eyeshadow, and lip product. And I've only used it the once. And I know it's highly pigmented. And it is Lancôme, if I didn't say that. So let us be very gentle to begin with, because I remember it being highly, yeah, pigmented. Yeah. It is a beautiful, like, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And when I first got this, when I got it home, I'm looking at the color going, I'm not sure. Because I got this from the cosmetics company store. I'm glad I did, because it is beautiful. And if you are light-handed, can you see anything on there? No. But if you are light-handed, I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Something's weird with my skin today. I mean, I let my whatchamacallums sit for a while. My moisturizers, they sat and sat and sat. All right, now, leave me alone, people. Sorry, that's my phone. Again, we are going with Dior, 75 years. My highlighter. If I could only ever keep one makeup product other than a brow product and a mascara, it would be this. I have used this for an entire face. I have done my eyes, I have done my bronzer, I have done my blush, highlight, everything. Well, the only thing I haven't done is foundation, but I've done pretty much. This is a full face. This alone is a whole face. It's absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to use the pink today. I usually use this one, but today, because of what I'm going to do to my eyes, let us go really heavy-handed with this. Yeah. I need more Dior products. more Dior products. If Samantha March cannot get PR from Dior, what chance do I have? She's got over 100,000 subscribers. I've got just over 1,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness. I stand no chance. No chance. As much as I would dream of it, yeah, my eye is watering big time. I would like to know why. I love this. This if you can only get one Dior product in your life, get this one, because you can do a full face. It is worth counting your pennies. It really is. The best. As I said, more than once have I done my full face. I'm gonna add a bit more bronzer because I was a little light-handed. Even though it looks dark there, and it's also because my blush, as I said, you don't need much of that blush. Holy schlamoli, is it ever pigmented. Okay. Man, Bridget, stop shaking. Okay, right there. Nobody look at this because it's not contemporary, but it's my Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm using this because I'm using mostly high-end. Now, I have one Lancôme palette that I got from the cosmetics company store. It is the most inconvenient thing in the world. I haven't used it yet, and it is this. I don't even know what name it is. I'm not even going to try. But look at these colors. Look at this. How gorgeous is that? You know, I don't even, I'm gonna go for in between. Big date, because this is big crush, big date, big night. So we are going to go for big date, and I will swatch these for you. And we've got 1, 2, 3. Why do I always start that way? I have no idea. Okay, so we go 1 matte, no, 2 mattes. This is very subdued, very subdued. Either that or I swatched them badly, which is possible. But we all know that swatches is not everything. So I've got 2 mattes to work with. Lancôme, did I tell you guys how old Lancôme is? 1935, it's 86 years old. We've got that. So the first thing I'm going to do is the pink, because it is a matte. First time. Okay. It's not, it's, It blends really nicely, actually. I know I don't have to stick to the quarters, or the thirds, I should say, that it gives you, but I wanted to do that for the first go round. This is pretty. It's a lot brighter than I thought. It's like almost an 80s type of bright. I do like oomph. Don't know if I like neon oomph, but it is bright. One more time. I think I'm staring at a hot flash. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. And where's anything? Okay, Bridget, smarten up. Smarten up. Where's your crap? Oh, I put it over here. Okay, so, oh, sorry, this is my tapered blending, shaking so much, 785. And this is my shading blender, 779. I'm going to go with the brown. Just a simple, straightforward look. Yep, my creases are getting in the way. That's not fluffy enough. Let's try this one. I need something very fluffy because of the creasing. Because if it's too stiff, then it just doesn't move. I know stiff is good for certain things you want to do, but unfortunately my creases say no. Okay, I don't like this color too much in the blending department, but maybe that's because it didn't start off right. Let's try the other side. The watery side. Let's have even more fun. Holy criminy Bridget. I almost have to lift my, look at this, so much skin. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this channel to go viral so that I can afford to get my eyes done. That's all. That's all. Okay, I'm not liking this shade at all. This shade is not cutting it. It's so subtle I can't even see it in the viewfinder. But I'm also not wearing my glasses. And the viewfinder's like this big. Stupid camera. But I'm glad to know it's not just me. Everybody's camera shuts off. I guess it wants, the cameras protect themselves so as to not overheat. Okay, I'm not, big date. Not happy with big date. I'm really not. I just took a bit of big night. To darken up the pink, because the pink, as I said, it's really neon. It is very neon. I never did the neons in the 80s. That's why I went to Estee Lauder, because I wore the purples. And I just stuck with it for the next 30 years. And the funny thing is, they used to say, because of my brown eyes, you know how they used to, what your coloring is and all that, and they were fairly strict about it. So they said I should also wear greens, but for some reason I didn't like greens, and now I think greens are gorgeous. It's funny how tastes change as you get older. Okay, that's a bit better. That's a bit better. Let's try this. Am I gonna have to give this palette to my daughter? Because if I don't like it, I'm not keeping it. I have too much crap for that. Make room for the good stuff. I'm gonna have to try this palette out soon again, at least one more time before I decide that. But so far, not so good. Maybe that's why we never saw it anywhere on the YouTubes, or at least I didn't see it. And I think I tried to actually search for it. It's a piece of not so good. A piece of caca. Should I have taken out my Estee Lauder eyeshadow? I know that's a good one, but I wanted to try this one. Okay, yeah, no, I don't think I'm even gonna... Well, let's see what the shimmers look like first. Before I do that, I'm gonna put some... At least I know I didn't pay much for this. 13 bucks, I think. $13.50, I believe. So, not too heartbroken. Disappointed, but not heartbroken. I'm still in big night. I will try the shimmer in date night, but I'm very disappointed. It started off well. I don't know why it went. And this one underneath that. What the bleep? I guess I'm starting a line without even realizing it. Whatever works. Yeah, now I want to do it, so it's not gonna... Yeah, sort of, yeah. Okay. That's kind of cool. Now that's funny. I discovered something without even realizing it. Ha. Okay, so let us try this peachy pink. Well, it picks up well on the brush. Yeah, the shimmers are nice. The mattes are crap. Shimmers are in my eyeball. But no, the matte's a pretty crap. My brush is getting wet, my eye is watering so much. Okay, let's see if the finger does any extra oomph. Yeah, it does, a little bit. Because it always does. It doesn't matter if you don't like using your fingers, you need to. Yeah, I'm not keeping this palette. I am so disappointed. Lacombe, not happy with you guys. Okay. Ooh, this one's pretty. Oof. It took a lot. I was trying to spread it out so it didn't get completely clumpy before I tried to smooth it out. But yeah, I'm not happy with this palette whatsoever. Yeah, and I ended up with a lot of shimmer down here. Okay, so how can I do that now? Not that, but this. Okay. So that is that. This is a piece of crap. Not happy. Not happy. Okay, put that there for now. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to put on sorry, I gotta get, I forgot how old it is. This is 158 years old. This is brand new. I just took it out of my drawer because when they went on sale, when they were going to replace this at my drugstore with IT Cosmetics, they had 75% off. So one thing, this is the wand right now. The last one I had of this that I used, I didn't notice this little part. But take a look. Look at that. Did you notice that? I'm trying to keep it on my forehead so you can get a better look. Here. Isn't that cool? I honestly don't know what it does. What's it say? Twist 2-in-1 brush. Long wear. 1 twist, volume 2. Okay, let's give this a go. Now this is brand spanking new, so I highly doubt we're going to get the best effect, but that's okay. I mean, Bourjois is not the best brand out there, but for the price, it's pretty good. I just thank my lucky stars that it's one of the rare products we actually are able to get our hands on here in Canada at a half decent price. Not luxury price, but it's a bit more expensive than Pacifica or Physicians Formula. I didn't even curl my lashes. That's okay. I'm not going anywhere. Actually, considering it's like a fresh, brand spanking new mascara, it did pretty good. Because I have no lashes. Yeah, it's pretty good. Even I'm happy with that. That's rare. I'm never happy with mascaras. There's always something I'm cranky about when it comes to mascaras. Okay, yes, I'm tidying up. That's the story of my life. Okay, now, this last one is 111 years old. Chanel. I don't have enough of Chanel products. I don't. This lipstick I got thanks to Stephanie Marie, because Stephanie Marie was reviewing lip products that are long wearing, and she did quite a few, and this one, because I'm one of these people who I don't like having to reapply lipstick. That's why I never wore lipstick. I would have a full face of makeup on except nothing on my lips, because I'm too lazy to put it on. Or if at work, I would just, no time to check, you know, it's just too much trouble. So finding this and her stamp of approval on this, I had to buy this. It wasn't cheap. And when I bought this, I had before seen a video of somebody who said buy the least expensive thing from a website of luxury brands. So I got a packet of cotton wipes and this. And if you've seen the box in my closet, that's where this came from. Now this is going to be difficult, because I shake a lot. This has actually lasted me all day. I've just had to reapply this twice. Just a smidge. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna have to do this again, but with my Estee Lauder eyeshadow. And I know that the Estee Lauder eyeshadows are beautiful because I used them for 30 years. So, well, at least I never had trouble with them. And seeing as I didn't know what the bleep I was doing with makeup, you know it did well. But, don't get this. Don't. Stay away from it. Even if it's $1. Don't waste your space. It's not even worth the waste of space. I had to try it. I had to try it. At one point, I had to try it. I still can't get over the highlight. I mean, like, seriously. Okay, now this is... Even this lasts a long time. I just need a couple of more colors of this. Just a fuchsia and a subdued pink. Pinky brown. and maybe lip liners. But it's feathering a little bit in here, but that's a me issue. That is a me issue. And you know what the best part about this is? My husband loves it when I wear bright lipsticks. He loves it when I wear red. He absolutely loves it. And he is so good to me that he asks for nothing in return. So I have no problems wearing red for him. So there, oh, did I talk to you guys about, I don't even remember. My brain's mush. I have a perfume here. I have a sample of a perfume here because I can't afford the bottle. The smallest bottle is $160. And yes, I've put tape around here because I don't want it to evaporate because they didn't even give me a full sample. This was introduced to me on YouTube by Jane Atelier. She is a lady who does the history of makeup. She's brilliant. She is, because the research you got to do for that is amazing. So she is brilliant. Black Jade by Lubin, and I got this from H Parfum in Montreal, in Montreal, is an original scent that was created for Marie Antoinette. And I'm a history buff. I'm a serious history buff. So as soon as I heard that, I'm like, I gotta check it out. I got it. And then I went and I found it and I'm like, I can get a sample of it. I have two perfumes now that I absolutely adore, and both of them I can't get my hands on right now. Gucci Rush and Black Jade. The two of them are neck and neck. The one I'm finishing right now, which might have 2 or 3 wears left out of it that has started on my Project Pan, is Gucci Rush 2, because I couldn't find Gucci Rush. And Gucci Rush you can get online. It's not as prevalent as everything else, but for some reason it's not as easy to find as other perfumes. But those are my two favorites now. Black Jade and Gucci Rush. I can't even begin to describe what this smells like. All I know is that I have extreme sensitivity to scents. It has been tested by the experts. We've got one in Canada, and luckily he was here in Ottawa as he travels between here and Vancouver. And this one doesn't give me a headache. Neither does Gucci. I don't spray it like crazy either, but yet it is heavenly. Not just that I have sensitivities to environmental crap, but I'm also picky when it comes to perfumes. I mean, there's like maybe 6 or 7 all total that I would consider wearing, and that's about it out of the hundreds out there, and this is one of them. I'm not a perfume snob, I'm just picky. This is over 230 years old. So all I have to say now is, Risa Does Makeup, thank you for the inspiration to do this video, which is probably going to be an hour long. I'm sorry. I have taken your video and I hope made it my own, and hopefully inspired anyone to go into their makeup collection to see what you have that is iconic and that has been around forever, and then see if it is as good for today's standards as it was back then. Thank you, everybody. Thank you especially for sticking to me for this long. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Like my video and subscribe to my channel. A bientôt.